Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pierrefonds International Sportsplex for some more NHL Kids playoff action. I'm Jared Lackman-Minkoff alongside Blake Saraga. This is Game 2 of the Seals versus Blues first round series. The Seals took Game 1 yesterday 6-3, so they have a chance to advance to round 2 here.
Yeah, and we got two really good teams here. The Blues haven't been able to get that many wins in this tournament, as this is a make it or break it game for them. The Seals personally been one of my favorite teams to watch so far. They're just great all around. Their defense is explosive and able to take the puck coast to coast, and their offense, led by Mathis Uzaradam, is just able to put the puck in the net effortlessly. So Nathan Penman's going to have his hands full here. We're going to see if the Blues could tie up this series.
Reminder that losing this best-of-3 series does not mean you're out of the tournament. You'll still have an opportunity to gain wild card entry into the second round, but the victors of these 2 out of 3 first-round series get automatic entry. As we're about ready for the face-off at center ice here, it's Mihai Fratila against Keegan Young of the Blues. Game 2, Seals versus Blues. The Seals lead 1-0.
Yeah, we're going to see how the Blues fare here without Nathan Purdy. He was released yesterday, and he joined the Maple Leafs, who lost their series to the Rangers today in 2 games, so they're also going to try and compete for a wild card here. So we'll see how they do without Nathan Purdy, their big man on defense. They still do have a great defensive pairing here with Craig, number 57, as well as who else is going to be starting with him here? It looks like it's going to be Brody Young starting on defense, Keegan Young's brother.
Yep. And we're underway here, and it's the Seals going after right away. Joey Roll lost it there to Keegan Young. Up the boards, out for Charana. He'll send it ahead now. Here come the Blues. There's Alex Leduc, number 22, out for Roll. He sends it across for Fratila. Mihai Fratila dumps it off the boards. Hadn't crossed center ice, though, so this is going to be an icing call against the Seals.
And I just want to say something quick here. Mihai Fratila, I've been calling him just Mihai, and without the Fratila so far in this tournament, so just a quick apology to his parents there. So Fratila able to dump the puck there, and they're going to reset, as you said, in the Seal zone.
Face off to the right of Zachary Cloutier, Seals goaltender. Young against Fratila again. Young won it back this time. And Brody Young will stop it there. But he's pickpocketed by Elie Villeneuve, who was traded to the Seals from the Flyers. And it's Ethan Gadbois with the puck now. Poke check by Keegan Young, but Villeneuve is able to get it out. Good defensive play. Roll will send it up ahead for Pirello. Closed off there. And here comes Cameron Craig for the Blues. Craig, good puck-moving defenseman. Into the offensive zone, got around a man. A centering pass for Young, shoots! And a big stop by Cloutier early on. And it stays 0-0.
Great stop by Cloutier with Keegan Young right in front of him there, kind of blocking his vision. And you say Keegan Young and Cloutier showing each other some mutual respect there. Cloutier coming up with a big save to keep this score even 50 seconds in.
And now Rafael Manoli will come on against Vlad Turturianu for the Seals' first appearance in this game for both of them. And it's Mathis Uzaradam streaking ahead. He's in on Huppé, almost got around him. But Huppé was able to close him off, stole the puck back. Uzaradam out in front. Turturianu couldn't get a good shot off there. And now it's David Zhu taking it back for the Blues. Watched by Turturianu. Gets it up for Huppé. Huppé poke checked by Joey Rowe. Rowe has it for the Seals in the corner. Taken back by Zhu. He sends it up for Manoli. Rafael Manoli's got Wiegensberg to his right. Takes it himself and dumps it past Simon Fournier. Manoli gets around Gadbois as well. And now the Seals will try and start back out. Here's Uzaradam. He works his way into the Blues zone, past Huppé, right in on that. A pass across. Turturianu again. Couldn't get a clean shot off. And the Blues will have it back now. Nathan Huppé in the corner, watched by Turturianu. Goes to the boards. He's able to get the puck out, but Uzaradam steals it back there. Potential break here for the Seals. Pass across the goal. Oh, shoot! Stopped by Nathan Penman. Big save for him, as that's the first real test in this game. And now Rafael Manoli weaving his way through center. Into the Seal zone, but Fournier closes him off. And gets it up for Fratila. We might have a penalty coming here against the Blues.
And there will be a penalty there. It looked like there was maybe some hooking done by the captain for the Blues, Keegan Young. He was waving his arms in the air, trying to demonstrate that he had nothing to do with it. And we're going to see what happens here. It's going to look like a line change now. So far, nobody's going to the box.
I believe it was actually just a high stick, which is why play was blown dead. So we'll have a face-off. Or no, it is going to be a penalty.
That's going to be on Gadgois, the defenseman for the Seals. We've seen so far the Seals pressing the issue, giving Nathan Penman a lot to think about with Uzan Adam here on the 2-on-1 opportunities. He passed it to Turturiano. Looked like he was going to take it all by himself. He's been very good in this tournament.
And that one just goes wide. Now the Seals will try and start it out. It's the captain Fournier going, and Brody Young is able to close him off there. Sends it back around the boards. It's Fertilla, stolen away by Leduc. But Fertilla gets it out, and here's Keegan Young for the Blues. Across to Cameron Craig. Into the Seals zone, Craig stops. Pass across for Leduc. Handles it on a second attempt, but gives it right away to Vincenzo Perello. He could have a break, but he didn't quite have the speed, so he dumps it down to Nathan Penman. Dangerous cross-ice pass there. As a Seals player, Perello again was right there. But no harm, no foul in the end. And Penman has it back now, leaves it for Craig. Cameron Craig works his way to neutral ice as the Blues start slowly. 1:05 to go in this power play. Craig on the right boards. Stick handle, shoots! And that one goes just wide to the right of Zachary Cloutier and comes all the way back out, where Brody Young will go after it in his own end. Young, watched there by Fertilla, flips it out. Up ahead for Charana. Charana stopped. Gets the puck back after a failed clear by Azunadam. And now it comes out to Cameron Craig. Pass back for Keegan Young. Misses, so it'll come back to Nathan Penman. And now here's Keegan Young. Picks up a lot of speed in his own end. Gets around Azunadam. Works his way into the Seals zone. Young trying to cut right to the net. And he was stopped there by Elie Villeneuve. But we get a whistle here, I believe, for a hand pass.
And that's going to go on. Seems like
have a face-off just outside the Seal zone. 21 seconds.
No penalty here. That's my mistake. So far, we've seen a lot of pressure now by the Blues.
Here's Simon Fournier trying to get something going short-handed. But he's stopped by Emile Charana. Poked ahead now by Cameron Craig. He'll skate into the zone with it. Craig, he's in on Fournier, gets around him, right to the net. Couldn't get a clean backhand off. He was hooked there by Uzunadam, and that's going to be another penalty here on the Seals.
Yeah, Craig did a really good job there of drawing the penalty, putting a lot of pressure on the Seals defense. And now Mathis Uzanadam, probably the best player on the ice right now for both of these teams, is going to go to the sin bin. It's going to be a 5-on-3 now for the next 4 seconds. So the Seals looking to kill the first penalty, and then it's going to be a 5-on-4. Unless the Blues could somehow score in 4 seconds here, it's going to be 5-on-4 on the power play. It's a good opportunity for them.
Seals win that draw. That's number 28 who sends it down. We apologize, we don't have his name on our roster. But Ethan Gadbois is out of the box, and the Blues will start their second power play. Here's Keegan Young for the Blues, got a bit of space, drops it back for Cameron Craig. Craig will walk in, pass across for Huppé. Huppé takes the shot, and Cloutier is able to track that one and makes the save.
Nice save by Cloutier, and I believe number 28 on the Seals is Chappelle. So that was Chappelle there with the dump. And we have a face-off here. Brody Young was looking to take that face-off. Excuse me, that was Keegan Young looking to take the face-off. Manoli's going to take it now. The Blues looking to take advantage with 1.5 minutes left on the power play.
Manoli won the draw, but the Seals come away with the puck. It's Turturiano who will send it off the boards and out of the zone. Nathan Huppé couldn't quite stop it there. And now here's Brody Young back for the Blues. Young works his way through center ice. Nice move around Turturiano into the Seal zone. Shoots! That one goes off the stick of Chappelle and out of play.
And that was a good attempt there by Brody Young. Unfortunately, goes off the stick of Chappelle there. But Brody Young, a very dangerous player when he gets the puck in the zone. He has those quick little stick moves that he performs, able to get himself free there. I'd like to see him get going more in this game, as he could be an X factor for the Blues going forward.
Off the draw, chipped out by Gadbois. And the Seals will start back as Joey Rowe on his own, so he dumps it in past Nathan Penman. Here's David Zhu for the Blues. In his own corner, flips it up ahead for Cameron Craig. Nice fluid skater, he's got Manoli with him. Craig around Gadbois, cuts to the net, shoots! And Villeneuve was able to deflect that one over the net. And now starting back, Craig again, working his way in the slot, a couple moves. Couldn't get a clean shot off. As Rowe will send it out of the zone and Nathan Huppe gets it back for the Blues. Now it's Craig again. All over the puck on this power play is Cameron Craig as he starts in. Craig back for Huppe. Huppe has some space to walk in, shoots! Manoli with a great screen and got the tip, but Cloutier is able to make the save.
Great stick for Raphael Manoli there, trying to bat that in off the initial shot by Nathan Huppe. And Huppe, great job at just putting the puck on the net. That's exactly what you want to do in playoff games like this. Just give your teammates an opportunity to get the rebound and bat it in. And great recognition by Manoli.
Craig shoots, scores! Pass across. Nathan Huppe to Cameron Craig, a one-timer over the left shoulder of Zach Cloutier. A power play goal. The Blues lead 1-0.
And you just kind of feel like that goal was inevitable for Kamari Craig. He's been taking the puck up the ice for the entire period so far, and he's had some chances, missing the net off the mark a few times there, but beautiful puck placement, top shelf for Craig to give the Blues a lead in this game, a lead that they're going to need if they're going to win this game against the Seals, who could score in a hurry as well. So we'll see if the Blues could extend that one.
It's a power play goal for Craig. A reminder, should a Game 3 be required for this series, it will simply be a 5-minute game, I believe, of 3-on-3 action. As a tie-up there, we're going to have a penalty coming against the Blues as Jimmy Michalak was in a tie-up with Vincenzo Parello of the Seals.
Michalak's going to go to the box. Glad that he's okay. We saw in his game yesterday that he got slashed on the arm there. He left the ice in a tremendous amount of pain onto his own bench and was able to leave the ice under his own willpower. So it's good to see him back now. He's going to be in the box, and this isn't what you want now for the Blues, who just score a goal. They're going to be short-handed, giving a perfect opportunity to the Seals to tie this game.
The Seals win the draw. Parello looking for a centering pass. Nobody there, and Penman will cover that up.
Yeah, Nathan Penman here is going to be very important for the Blues. And we saw in his last couple games, unable to make the saves that he's been making throughout this tournament. Nathan Penman was a very high draft pick in this tournament, so the Blues are going to need him to play at his highest level if they're going to have a chance at making a run for the NHL Kids Cup.
Stopped at the point by Simon Fournier as the Seals get sent on the power play. Pass down low for Parello. Parello shoots! Stopped by Penman.
And as we were talking about, Nathan Penman just putting his body where it needs to be to interrupt the shooting lanes there. Parello, not the fastest player on the ice, but he has good stick handles, and he's able to put the puck up in the air and hit those corners of the net when he needs to.
Manoli won that draw back for the Blues. A clearing attempt there by Nathan Huppe goes out of play, and will redo it to the left of Nathan Penman once again.
Yeah, Huppe, I don't think he tried to put it out of bounds on purpose there. He was really trying to get it out of his own zone as the Seals have been putting the pressure on.
Uzunadam back for Fournier. Fournier at the point. Leaves it for Uzunadam. Trying to get around Manoli. He's watching him well. Down low. Pass comes all the way back to Vincenzo Parello. Parello for the Seals. Down low near the goal line. Back up top for Chappelle. Back to Parello. Parello at the right dot, looking for Uzunadam. It just skips over his stick. Uzunadam will get it back to Fournier at the point, but he juggled it a bit and it'll come out of the zone. Simon Fournier, we know he can skate with it. But this time he passes it off to Uzunadam into the Blues zone. Final minute of this power play for the Seals. 1-0 Blues is the score here in the first period. Fournier, poke check there by Manoli, and now he's going after and he gets to the puck. Fournier trying to close him off. Manoli turns away, gets taken down, but the Seals will get it back. Out now to Fertilla. Mihai Fertilla into the Blues zone. Fertilla around Charana. Out front for Uzunadam, backhand shot. Big stop by Penman. Uzunadam so dangerous at finding that open space on the ice. As now here's Parello. Gets the puck back. Parello gets around Huppe. Behind the Blues net now. Passes back to the point for Fournier. Out across for Fertilla. Mihai Fertilla. High slot, gets it back to Fournier. Spinorama around Manoli. He's done an excellent job on this penalty kill, and he gets the clear as well. 4 seconds to go, and that's going to about do it for the penalty to Jimmy Michalak. And now here comes Fournier, skating up the ice. Fournier, a nice move around Huppe at the right dot, but he loses the puck. Sends it back behind the Blues net. Out to the boards. First to it there is David Zhu. Across for Kamari Craig, the goal scorer for the Blues. Craig into the zone. Right out in front. A shot there by Charana. And Cloutier stays square to that one and holds on.
That was a great opportunity there for Emile Chacana to extend this lead to 2. Cloutier has been playing very well in this game, although he let up that goal at Kamari Craig. Kamari Craig just did a great job of beating him, putting the puck exactly where it needed to be. Cloutier very solid with his pads, very solid block on the blocker side here. So he's going to try and make sure to keep the Blues out of his crease.
Ethan Gadbois sends that one around and out. So that's going to be an offside call against the Blues as Keegan Young couldn't get back, so the face-off will come outside.
Keegan Young is going to be instrumental in this win if the Blues could hold on. I mean, it's only 1-0 when we're in the first period. It's not often that we see the Blues up in this tournament as of late, so we're going to look for their captain here to maybe put one in the net, as he hasn't been able to these past couple of games.
Uzunadam off the draw sends it across for Villeneuve. Now it's up for Joey Rowe trying to get around Brody Young. Young does a good job of staying with him in the corner. Rowe loses it. And the Blues send it up the board. Stopped there by Villeneuve. And he'll send it back. Kamari Craig for the Blues. Will stop behind his own net. Chased there by Tuturianu. Again, Craig turning back. Seen him do that a lot in this first period. Sent it up the boards too far for Keegan Young. And so he'll start again. Craig off the boards. Villeneuve couldn't keep it in, and now a race for it. Here's Emile Charana for the Blues with 3-on-1 potentially across. A nice job there by Gadbois to close off the pass to Keegan Young. Charana behind the Seals net. Trying to come out front, but Gadbois still on him. And it comes back to Craig. Takes the shot. That one's blocked by Uzunadam. And now here come the Seals 3-on-2. Tuturianu across to Rowe. Rowe on the right side. To the middle for Uzunadam. Pass was in his skates. Out in front. Tuturianu was there, but Craig is able to clear the rebound. Comes back to Chappelle at the point, but the puck left the zone as it skipped over his stick. And it's an offside with 19 seconds to go in this first period.
Yeah, we just got to give credit to Gadbois on that 3-on-1. Able to put his body just in the right place to block that pass, spinning around. He wasn't afraid to put his body on the line there in order to save Cloutier from having to make a save there. Good on him for putting an end to that 3-on-1. Plays like that are going to keep the Seals in this one.
Brody Young with it now. Final 10 seconds in this first period. Young into the Seals zone. Stops in front of Fournier and sends it around for Charana. 5 seconds to go. Blues need something quick here. Charana lost it on the boards. It's taken by Fertilla, and that's going to do it for this first period. 1-0 Blues the score, thanks to a power play marker off the stick of Kamari Craig.
And the Blues are happy to be up in this playoff game. If they win, that'll mean the series will be 1-1 and will be settled by a tiebreaker. A 5-minute game, 3-on-3, as my colleague Jared mentioned. And you just got to give credit where credit's due right now. Nathan Penman understands what's at stake here in this game, too, against the Seals. And he's been playing extremely well right now. His team has the 1-0 lead, and Penman is a big part of that. The goal for Kamari Craig was a very nice one. And the Seals have been firing on all cylinders, Jared. Like, Uzunadam, whenever he goes coast to coast, you just think that he's going to put the puck in the net. He's been looking to create in this game as well. So we want to see him get going. And just great overall defensive play by both teams so far. Only one goal in this period.
Yeah, fantastic goaltending from both sides. We saw Nathan Penman make several big saves. On Uzunadam, as you said, he's so good at finding those open spaces. He was alone in the slot a couple of times. And we're about to begin the second period here. It was a pretty even first period in terms of puck control. And so we can't really know how this one's going to go, as it's Rafael Manoli against Vlad Turturianu for the draw. Manoli wins it, but it's Porello of the Seals who gets the puck first. Vincenzo Porello will send it deep into the corner for Nathan Huppé. Huppé lost it to Turturianu in the corner. He's got two Blues out in front. Here's Fertilla's shot. Big stop by Penman. The rebound is there. Turturianu couldn't get a clean shot off. Big save by Nathan Penman, point blank on Mihai Fertilla. As the puck comes around the zone and out, Simon Fournier will go after it. And this will not be an icing call, and will play on here. Fournier gaining speed through his own zone. A pass up ahead for Porello. Porello works his way in for Fertilla. Fournier trying to dance along the blue line and does. Now he's in the high slot. Fournier cuts in, shoots, scores! That one went off a Blues player, I believe. It's Simon Fournier who will get the goal, and we're tied early in the second period.
I can't stop talking about Simon Fournier in this tournament. He's been so valuable to this Seals team. Able to just put the puck in front of the net off the skate of a Blues player. That's exactly what you want to do from the blue line if you're a defenseman. Simon Fournier, he does it all for this Seals team. He's able to shoot. He's able to make passes. He's able to stick handle as well as any other player in this tournament. Great on the defensive end. A real valuable player here for the Seals. Able to put that one through 1-1 now to begin this second period.
You're not going to beat Nathan Penman clean too often. And that was a lucky one for the Seals. And now here's Kamari Craig for the Blues, working his way in over the blue line. Puck stopped there by Charana, but it comes back out, and Brody Young goes after it for the Blues. Young, watched by Rowe, up ahead for Keegan Young, but it comes free to Kamari Craig. Craig looking for an option. A nice pass to the wing for Charana, but he loses a handle, and it's Ethan Gadbois for the Seals in a battle with Charana on the boards. Comes out for Rowe. Rowe, his pass to Ozunadam. He'll settle it down in his own end. Out for Fournier, the goal scorer. Rowe will tip it into the blue zone, and Kamari Craig goes after it. Penman was looking for an icing call, but the tip, look out, a pass there off the skate of another Blues player. It came out in the crease, but no Seals player was there. Now here's Brody Young. Brody Young ahead for Keegan Young with speed through center. Young into the Seals zone on Gadbois, tries to get around him, cuts to the net, tried to elevate the puck over Cloutier, but he was able to close him off. Brody Young shoots. That one was deflected. Cloutier had some trouble with it, but he made the save. Out in front again, Keegan Young. His backhand pass goes off a Seals player, and Cloutier will hang on.
And here we see the Blues team fired up after the Seals tie this game. Spearheaded by the Young brothers is how the Blues are going to continue to fire shots off in this game. Brody and Keegan have displayed a tremendous chemistry in this tournament, and these two players are players to watch right now for the Blues.
The Seals get the puck off the defensive zone draw. It was Fournier trying to start up, but he was poke checked there by Brody Young. Fournier has it again. His pass goes off Keegan Young this time, and it's down for Charana for the Blues. Emile Charana in the corner, trying to poke it free to a teammate, but it comes out to Joey Rowe. Ozunadam, contact there with Brody Young. But now the Blues will come back. Potential break here at Charana. Across, Keegan Young with his long reach. Couldn't quite get a handle on that one. And we've got a penalty coming up here, I believe against the Blues. As the whistle sounds, we'll see what the call is. It's going to be a slashing call on Alex Leduc of the Blues. Or excuse me, that's the captain, Keegan Young.
And Keegan Young clearly a little flustered right now. This gives him an opportunity to rest right now. Hopefully the Blues defensive front can hold it down until their captain is out of the penalty box there. We've seen Keegan Young come out of the penalty box after committing his time there with a lot of speed. So we'll see if the Blues could hold it down for now and give their captain a chance to rest and carry some of that frustration into the next shift.
The Seals will go to a 2-minute power play now. 1-1 the score in this second period of Game 2 of this first-round series. The Seals win the draw. It's Simon Fournier. Across for Ozunadam. Walks in, shoots! That one goes off Michrelak in front. Ozunadam again for Perello. Back to the point for Gadbois. Gadbois. Back to Perello. Perello in the slot. Ozunadam scores! Mathis Ozunadam. Power play goal for the Seals, and they've got their first lead of the game, 2-1.
Great go-ahead pass there. Excuse me, not go-ahead, cross-crease pass there by Perello to Ozunadam. When Ozunadam's in front of the net like that with a wide open lane, he's going to put that one in the net pretty easily, no matter who the goaltender is. Mathis Ozunadam, one of the more prolific goal scorers in this tournament, and Perello able to recognize that and give him the puck right where he wanted it. We're going to see Keegan Young out the box right now onto his bench, and we're going to be 5-on-5 once again.
Costly penalty for the Blues as here come the Seals again. It's Mihai Frotilla across. Here comes Perello, a shot. That one's stopped by Nathan Penman. Kamari Craig looking to find some space in his own end. 3 Seals on him, and he lost the puck. It's Frotilla. Across. His pass, no good for Perello, and Penman kicked that out. Fournier just barely held the line there. And now here's Brody Young for the Blues. Young looking for some space. Gets around Frotilla into the Seals zone. Cuts back against Fournier, and Frotilla is able to knock him off the puck. Fournier behind his own net now. Bothered there by Leduc, so he'll try the other side. Simon Fournier off the boards for Joey Rowe. Poke checked by Brody Young. Out now for Perello. And another poke check there by Kamari Craig, and he's away for the Blues. And on the right side, Craig, a long shot. That one goes off Fournier and doesn't reach the net. Fournier's got it now. Gaining speed through neutral ice. Gets around Leduc. Trying to get around Craig as well, but he lost the puck. And now Alex Leduc for the Blues. Leaves it for Craig, who sends it up ahead for Charana. Emile Charana. He's in on Gadbois. Pass across. Manoli to the backhand. Stopped by Cloutier. He couldn't quite bring that one back to the forehand. Brody Young sends it back into the Seals zone, and here's Perello. 2-1 Seals is the score, almost halfway through this second period in this game 2. Rowe tips it in again. It'll go right on net to Nathan Penman. He leaves it there for Kamari Craig. Craig takes a few looks up the ice. Drops the puck back for Keegan Young. And Young will gain speed through his own zone, through neutral ice. Steps around to Zunadam into the Seals zone. Shoots! Stopped by Cloutier. Didn't know where the rebound was, but the Seals will clean it up. There's Terturianu. Out for Rowe. Joey Rowe through neutral ice. Out for Zunadam. Most recent goal scorer for the Seals as he works his way in. 2 Blues are there to close him off. Those were the Young brothers. And Brody Young is down on the ice now.
Yeah, that didn't look too good there for Brody Young. It looked like when he had that little collision there with Yuzan Adam, he had an awkward movement with his leg. He may have rolled his ankle a little bit, and he's having some trouble getting up. He's on one knee here, and there's going to be a stop in the action, and he's going to be able to get off the ice right now. Hope he's okay. It looks like a ankle injury there, and we just saw the Blues with a good opportunity to score on Brandon Cloutier. Excuse me, not Brandon Cloutier. Cloutier, the goalie for the Seals. Brandon Cloutier, I believe, plays for the Flyers. And we saw Keegan Young do a great job of putting the puck on net, but we really need to see more bodies from the Blues crashing the net for the rebound. Let's see the puck out of bounds here.
Well, Brody Young, who was able to get off the ice on his own power, perhaps, as you mentioned, rolled ankle or something, but good to see that he doesn't seem to be too hurt. As the Seals win the draw here, it's Uzunadam trying to get around Keegan Young in the corner. Start back. Huppé's on the other side. He's sandwiched. But Terturianu comes away with the puck. Stopped there by Huppé. And Huppé flips it out to center. And it gets past Elie Villeneuve. Emile Charana was tied up there. He could have had a break. Around the boards now to Perello. Sent through neutral ice. It's taken back by Charana. In a battle with Terturianu for it. And Zhu knocks it out. And here's Keegan Young who takes it back, but immediately loses it back to the Seals. And Gadbois will send it ahead for Zunadam. The Blues just swarm to him when he has the puck. And we got a delayed offside against the Blues, so the Seals will take it back. It's Vlad Terturianu through center. Terturianu and over the blue line looking for space. Takes the shot. That one was blocked by Michalak. It hurt him a bit, but he appears to be limping now. But here come the Blues. Nice move by Charana to the inside, right to the net. And a stop by Cloutier. A penalty coming up here on the Seals as Charana's bumped in the corner.
Great stick handling there by Emile Charana to undress the defense and almost get a good shot on net. We hear some players down here from the Canadians cheering on. It's not clear who they're cheering for right now, but we love to see the other players in this tournament animated and encouraging their peers. Just it goes to show the camaraderie and the relationships built so far throughout this tournament. Again, this is the final day, as the finals will take place tonight at 9:15. It's just been a pleasure so far for us, really, to just enjoy the talent and play from these athletes here.
Yeah, absolutely. We love to see the sportsmanship. We love to see the compete. A tournament like this is always a wonderful occasion. Nathan Penman will send it up ahead for the Blues for Brody Young. Young cross ice for Charana, goes off his stick. And Brody Young takes it back now for the Blues. Young sends it to his brother Keegan. Keegan in over the line, drops it back for Huppé. Huppé across for Brody Young. Young leaves it for Craig. He's got the lone goal for the Blues, which was scored on the power play. Here's Keegan Young. Down low, tries to lift it over Cloutier, but his right shoulder was able to deny that one. And now Simon Fournier starts out shorthanded for the Seals. He's got Young breathing down his neck. Got him into the blue zone, but it's going to be offside on the Seals. And the faceoff will come right outside.
And it's good to see Brody Young, number 17 for the Blues, back out here. not exactly sure if it was an ankle injury or not, but his leg moved a little awkwardly. Glad that he's back and only had to leave the game for a couple of moments now. He's set up in the neutral zone.
Have to redo the draw there. Mishralak also blocked a shot earlier for the Blues, and he was limping to the bench. He's on the bench now. We hope he's okay.
Yeah, Mishralak also had to leave the game yesterday due to a hand injury. A very tough player, Jimmy Jr. Mishralak. So we hope that he's all right.
Kamari Craig, for the Blues. Got the puck in his own end, sends it out for Huppe. One-touch pass to Brody Young, and Keegan was knocked down at center there. That's going to be another penalty on the Seals. The Blues will have a 5-on-3 here for 1 minute and 3 seconds.
And we see Keegan get decked near center ice, and he was holding his shoulder a couple games ago after a collision, and that looks like the same shoulder that he's trying to move around right now, stretch it out a little bit. He's going to stay on the ice. He's a tenacious player. One of the more aggressive, in a good way, aggressive players we've seen in this tournament. He never backs down, and it's really hard to strip him of the puck. He's kind of able to just barrel his way down the ice.
Blues win the draw. They'll have 1 minute of 5-on-3 here late in this second period. Here's Craig, shoots, scores! Kamari Craig once again on the power play, and we're tied at 2.
Kamari Craig, the defenseman, doing it all for the Blues. His stellar play on the defensive end has limited the Seals to only 2 goals throughout almost 2 periods here, and a great shot on net. It looked clean, not deflecting off of anybody, and Cloutier is going to wish that he had that one back. It goes right under his blocker, right between the blocker and the right pad there. Kamari Craig with 2 goals. He's on the hat-trick watch now, as so many players have been in this tournament. 2-2, 2:41 to go.
Second assist as well for Nathan Huppe. A sneaky good game from him. And as you said, the shot just beat Cloutier clean. And we've got a good one here. The Blues still on the power play now for 1 minute and 44 seconds, as there's an offside, and we'll get a face-off just outside the Seals zone.
Yeah, the Blues will still be on the power play. I'm not exactly sure why. I might have missed something there after they scored the goal. It looks like there was 2 penalties. And now we're going to have face-off 1.
And here's Fournier for the Seals. Fournier will dump it all the way down to the Blues zone. 2:22 to go in the second period. 2-2 the score in this game 2 for the first round series between the Seals and Blues. The Seals lead 1-0. The pass missed Keegan Young, but he's got the puck back. And on Fournier, trying to spin around a move, but Fournier stayed with him. And Uzunadam waxing around the boards and out of the zone. 1 minute 13 to go in this Blues power play. They've got 2 power play goals already in this game, scored by this guy, Kamari Craig. In across center. Craig on the right side. We'll go down to the corner now. Craig comes back around. At the left face-off dot, he's in the high slot. Gives it back to Huppe. Huppe, a screen shot. Stopped by Cloutier. He was able to track that one through several bodies. And we'll get a face-off with 1 minute 40 to go in the period.
Honestly, Jared, I think Kamari Craig's going to get a 3rd goal in this game. He just seems like he's flying down the ice, no problem, not even breaking a sweat. And his long reach and just precise moves with his stick, it's like the Seals have no answer for him, really, and haven't been able to put too much pressure on him, especially as he just hangs around the blue line until he finds an open shot. Really think that Kamari Craig's a player to watch for the next goal for the Blues.
And here's Brody Young, backhand shot. I believe that was stopped by Cloutier. May have hit the post, in fact. And the puck is cleared down the ice by Ethan Gadbois. And it's Craig going after it again. You want him to play every second on the power play for the Blues. And here's Raphael Manoli. Maybe a 3-on-2 here. Manoli leaves it down for Brody Young. Watch there by Pirello. Young got around it. The pass for Craig just missed, and the puck will come outside.
Looked like Huppe was able to get that one, but a little miscommunication there.
Brody Young works his way back in. Around Villeneuve. Young centers it. That was Manoli who couldn't get the shot. Now Craig a shot. Stopped by Cloutier. As we enter the final minute of the second period, Craig holds the line, gets around 2 Seals, but not a third. It's in front. Here's Craig's shot. That one off the stick of Cloutier and wide. A centering pass for Brody Young. Out front. Charana couldn't handle the one-time pass. We're back to 5-on-5. There's a puck cleared down the ice by Gadbois. He may not have known that the penalty was over, as that'll be an icing call against the Seals.
I love what I'm seeing right now from the Blues. They lose one of their best players in Nathan Purdy, who I would have thought is their best defender throughout this tournament. But then we have Kamari Craig here with this sort of breakout performance. Even though he's been great throughout this tournament, he's really making his name well known now with his play on both ends of the ice. And I haven't seen the Blues play this well since the beginning of the tournament, just being able to attack time and time again.
Right out in front, a shot coming from Manoli. Cloutier had to be strong on that one. And now here's Simon Fournier. He's got a bit of space for the Seals. A nice outlet pass for Perello if he can handle it. It was just a bit too far as he could have come in alone on Penman. It's taken down there by Michrelak. Both are looking for a call. Neither of them are going to get it. Final 15 seconds of the period. Emile Charana for the Blues takes it in his own zone. Charana, a pass to the right side for Manoli. Manoli with Fournier closing down on him. And Fournier takes the puck back with 2 seconds to go out for Fortilla. And that's going to do it for the second period. Well, 2 goals for the Seals in that second period, but the Blues with a power play marker again from Kamari Craig to level the score. And it's anybody's game heading into the third period.
Indeed it is, Jared. It's anybody's game. And after that hit at the end of the period you saw there from Michrelak on Perello, don't know if the camera got it, but Michrelak looking to make sure that Perello was okay, giving him a little tap with his stick there, saying sorry, which is what you love to see here. Sometimes these players are just going at such a high speed, looking to retrieve the puck, and accidents happen. So hope that Perello's okay. He was slow to get off the ice, but stingers like that will occur. As you said, 2-2 to end that second period. We've been treated to a very, very high high energy game here, even though there haven't been a lot of goals. It's 2-2, but I feel like we've been treated to a show in every aspect. The goalie's been playing well, the defense has been playing well, the offense has been firing, so it's just great performance overall from both teams.
Yeah, wonderful all-around game on both sides. A good third period here from the Seals could advance them directly into the second round of playoff action here, as they lead this best-of-3 series 1-0 following a 6-3 victory yesterday.
Yeah, and I'm honestly hoping that the Blues could maybe win this game, because I'd like to see a third game in this best-out-of-3 series. A 3-on-3 game for 5 minutes sounds very entertaining.
It does.
We'll see if the Blues can hang on now.
Fournier ahead for Uzunadam. Uzunadam works his way past Michrelak. He's into the blue zone. Lost a handle on the puck as he was stick-checked. Uzunadam around the boards. It's stopped there by Nathan Huppé. Huppé will send it up for Alex Leduc. Stopped there by Turturianu trying to find some space. And Uzunadam loses it to Manoli. Manoli will work his way in with speed. Tries to get around Gadbois, but the puck slides directly to Zach Cloutier.
Raphael Manoli so good at breaking into the zone and making something happen. He hasn't scored a lot of goals in this tournament because he's often been crowded in the middle of the ice by bigger defenders from the Seals, but just so good at creating open lanes for his teammates, which is extremely invaluable to this Blues team.
Off the tie-up, it's Simon Fournier who sends it out for Joey Rowe. Rowe in on Huppé. Rowe will go to the corner. Behind Penman, tries to center it. No Seals player was there. Uzunadam came in late. But the puck comes free now. Here's Raphael Manoli for the Blues. A nice move at the blue line around Rowe. Manoli trying to get around Chappelle. And it comes now to Alex Leduc in the corner. Leduc has Fournier all over him. And to Turturianu, and the puck will come free to Chappelle. Sent up the boards now, taken back by Manoli. And here's Uzunadam. Fan on his first pass, got it across to Rowe. Rowe dumps it in, goes right to the stick of Kamari Craig. He flips it back out for Manoli. Coming in slowly, Uzunadam coming back, and Manoli will dump it into the corner. And Fournier, the prolific defenseman, takes it back for the Seals. Fournier decides he's going to skate with it. A 3-on-2 here. In around Craig. Fournier shoots! Stopped by Penman. The rebound to Uzunadam. It was a little bit out of his reach, but he got it down to Fournier. Back to Uzunadam. In the high slot, Fournier tries a one-timer. Fanned on it slightly, and it slides back to Craig. Sends it up for Keegan Young in a battle there with Vincenzo Perello. Young falls down, and Perello will get there first. Perello. Simon Fournier with it now for the Seals. Fournier got 3 Blues on him, takes the shot, and Penman showing off the glove will hold on.
Penman doing his best to hold it down for the Blues. You don't really see Keegan Young get outpowered by a smaller player there, out-muscled by a smaller player often in this tournament. So good on Perello there for sticking to his guns, not being intimidated by the larger player in Young, the captain for the Blues, who's been very, very dominant in this tournament.
Seals win the draw. Comes down to Kamari Craig for the Blues, who's got a bit of space. Ahead for David Dew. Dew leaves it for Keegan Young. Coming in, trying to cut into the middle, and does. Young around a couple defenders, and that one hit the crossbar, the rebound scores! It's David Dew knocking it home. Beautiful rush by Keegan Young, and the Blues take the lead here in the third period.
And it looks like it actually went in off the initial shot by Keegan Young. What it seems like, I think he'll be awarded the goal. But anyway, good on David Dew for recognizing the puck bouncing on the net and slapping it in there just in case the initial goal wasn't called. So I think Keegan Young will get that there. And we've been talking about Young as a player to watch this entire tournament, this entire game, and being able to net one in there after having a rough go at it these first couple of periods. Good on him and good on the Blues as they take a 3-2 lead.
A fantastic rush from one of their best players. And the Blues need that from their big guys to be able to come back in this series, as it's sent into the Seal zone, and all of a sudden they need a goal here in this game. Back for Fertilla with David Dew on him, and Dew is able to knock the puck away. Comes back to Brody Young across for Kamari Craig, and back to Young. Brody Young sends it out, and Craig's got it again. Craig into the Seal zone in the high slot now, trying to cut around. Contact there with Fournier as he fell down. Young centering pass for Charana, shoots! That one was stopped by Cloutier.
I'm just going to say I like the non-call there by the referee.
Letting them play. Brody Young going after it for the Blues, so is Perello for the Seals. But it's Brody Young behind his own net, as the Blues will set up a rush here. Kamari Craig. Nonchalant with it, gets it ahead for Charana. He's got two defensemen on him. Fournier steals it back. Dances through a couple of Blues. And now the Seals have got it. It's Fournier again. And in the blue zone, shoots! That one's stopped by Penman. It was a quick shot from Fournier, and it goes out of play.
Yeah, good save by Penman there. Really wants to help his team hold this lead, and he doesn't want to be the one to let this game go to a tie. The Blues' defensive front is going to have to stay strong now. When they score, they tend to try and keep firing, but forget that they have to stop the other team from tying the game up as well, which is what's held them back in this tournament so far. So the defense is going to need to lock in for the next 6 minutes.
Here's Nathan Huppé, sends it up ahead for Alex Leduc. Leduc a shot. That one goes off the stick of Chappelle and wide. And now Zach Wiegensberg there for the Blues. Simon Fournier out to Mathis Zunadam. Across for Joey Rowe. Rowe on the right wing will come into the zone. Stops up. Out for Ozunadam in the slot! And a big stop by Nathan Penman to preserve the lead for the Blues.
Great job by Penman getting in front of Mathis Zunadam. A great scorer. Wasn't able to find an opening there. Shot it right in the middle of the net. And Penman right there. Great recognition, putting his body in front of the puck.
The Blues will get the puck off that draw. It's Manoli trying to get around Fournier. And as he always does, seemingly, Fournier takes the puck back. Nearly lost it again, but retains possession and sends it out for Ozunadam. In on 3 Blues right now. Ozunadam cuts to the middle. Across for Rowe. And he couldn't handle that pass. Ozunadam in the corner. He's got 2 Blues on him, including Keegan Young. Comes out for Fertilla. Fertilla sends it to the high slot for Villeneuve. Elie Villeneuve tried to pass across for Rowe. Was a little too strong. Rowe's got it on the boards, back for Villeneuve. Villeneuve walks in, fires! And that one's right at the crest, and Nathan Penman will freeze that one.
The Seals unable to find openings right now. Nathan Penman, not the biggest goaltender, but by no means is he small. He covers up the net very well there, and he gives the Seals no options as he stands there in the middle of the net ready for anything, making another save to keep these Blues in the lead. The Blues are really going to try and get it out of their own zone now. The Seals have been trapped them in there in the past minute or so.
Elie Villeneuve across to Ethan Gadbois. 3 Blues on. Gadbois shoots, and Penman again is there to hang on.
3 plays in a row there. Shot goes right to the chest area of Penman, able to stop it, and the referee blows the play dead a 3rd time in a row. We'll face off once more.
3-2 lead for the Blues. 5 minutes 14 to go in this 3rd period. As Joey Rowe looking to make something happen for the Seals, but he loses it. Here comes Keegan Young for the Blues. He's got a sea of white in front of him. Young Gadbois is there to close him off, but it's taken back by Zhu. David Zhu leaves it behind. And here's Charana, a backhand shot. That one slid just wide. Out in front, Young the rebound, trying to slide around now, and we get a whistle as the net came off right before Keegan Young's wraparound attempt.
Yeah, great opportunity there by the Blues. Really trying to push it into the Seals zone, and that was another opportunity for them to extend their lead. And Keegan Young a little frustrated there, but Cloutier did accidentally knock that net off of the post there. Going to reset, and hopefully they could win this face-off. They haven't been very good in the face-off department in this period.
Blues win another one. Kamari Craig out in front. Young was there. He thought about batting it into the net, but it would have been a high stick. And now he steals it back. Great move to keep it in. Here's Keegan Young across. Do a shot. That one goes just wide. But the Blues threatening, trying to make it a 2-goal lead here. And now out come the Seals. It's Simon Fournier with a penalty coming against the Blues. Leaves it for Rowe. Now Fournier, nice move, but he's knocked down there by Keegan Young. And we're going to get the penalty call here against the Blues. What an opportunity for the Seals here to tie the game.
I think Keegan Young knew he was going to the penalty box, and so decided why not commit another penalty now as he decks the Seals player there. Not exactly sure who that was there, but I'm curious to see how long he's in the penalty box for after he committed the initial hooking call, laying that haymaker. He should be in the box for at least 4 minutes here, which is not what you want to see, because that will be 4 minutes. Exactly, it's going to be 4 minutes. There's 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game, so you just lost your best player for 4 minutes due to just sheer frustration when it could have been 2. This is very bad for the Blues now.
Brody Young clears it immediately. 4:26 to go in this third period. The Blues have a 1-goal lead, 3-2. Big opportunity here for the Seals to at least tie this game. As here's Fournier out for Zunadam. To the middle now for Turturianu. Vlad Turturianu will stop below the face-off dot, sends it back up for Villeneuve. And back to Turturianu. He takes the shot. That one goes just wide. And it'll come all the way back for Simon Fournier. Took a couple of looks up the ice before getting this rush going. Fournier gaining speed out for Zunadam. Zunadam into the zone. Craig watching him. Zunadam back behind the net, out in front. Turturianu shoots. Blocker saved by Penman. Brody Young in the corner. Loses it. Turturianu now trying to make some moves. Shoots. A low shot. The rebound stopped by Penman as well on Joey Rowe. Now Rowe out for Fournier. Across. Turturianu. And he's closed off by Charana, who sends it down the ice. 1 minute and 7 seconds gone in this 4-minute penalty to Keegan Young.
Great effort there by the Blues. This is going to be a Nathan Penman legacy game with 3 minutes left.
Here's Simon Fournier for the Seals. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Across now for Fertilla. Mihai Fertilla in the corner. Tries to chip it up. A few Blues were there to stop it, and once again sent down the ice by Kamari Craig. Great quick decision-making from him. And Cloutier will have to start it all over again. Here's Vincenzo Perello now. That's Elie Villeneuve. Sends it up ahead. Fertilla trying to poke it along further. But it's taken back by Kamari Craig, who flips it out again. Simon Fournier. It looks like we're going to whistle for a hand pass here with 2:40 to go in this third period.
So the Blues have done a great job of killing this penalty. You just got to feel like Keegan Young now is kind of regretting laying that hit on the Seals player there after committing the initial penalty. You know he'd like to be out there right now with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, really putting his team at a disadvantage, acting off emotion there. You know he regrets it now as the captain of this team. He wishes he was out there. And it's going to be on the defense, and it's going to be on Nathan Penman right now. With 2 minutes and 9 seconds left in the penalty, Young's going to be able to come out of the box for the last 30 seconds, and hopefully by the time he's out of the box, the Blues are still in the lead. But we'll leave that up to the defensive front, and we'll see whether or not the Seals can make a difference now, tie the game, because they do have 2 minutes left with the advantage. I wouldn't be surprised if they do tie it with the snipers they have on their roster.
Looks like we're just changing the water bottles here in the penalty box for Keegan Young. But 2 minutes, 9 seconds left in this double minor. The Seals lead this best-of-3 series 1-0. So a win here for the Blues would force an ultimate decisive third game, which would be played immediately after.
And we'd like to see the Blues extend this series a little bit, as we see Kamari Craig here looking to get a hat trick, maybe potentially. If he could put a goal in right here, it would put the Blues in a great spot to win this game.
And now here's Fournier for the Seals. The first of the two minors is over. Now the second one begins as the pass across. No Seals player was there, but there goes Chappelle now. He takes the shot. That goes off the stick of Fertilla, and they're going to call that a high stick on the Seals. That's a big break for the Blues as the faceoff comes outside.
Yeah, great call by the referee there. Great recognition. That's a call that sometimes can fly under the radar there, but just good on the referees with a couple minutes left in this game, making the important call, because that call is very beneficial for the Blues, who would have had to line up again in their own zone.
The Seals win the draw, though, as here's Chappelle with it. Or excuse me, that's Fournier. Simon Fournier looking for some space and now cuts into the blue zone. And on Brody Young. Turns back, sends it down low for Turturianu. Vlad Turturianu. Back to the point for Chappelle. Chappelle, his shot, right out in front. A shot by Fertilla, the rebound, stopped by Penman twice. And the puck is cleared by Brody Young. We're in the final 2 minutes of play here. Sent ahead by Cloutier, right to Pirello. And he falls down. And now here comes Fertilla, across for Turturianu. 1:10 to go in this power play for the Seals. Kamari Craig is there. Out for Charana. And now Craig has it back. He's got some room to skate, and he'll take it out. Kamari Craig in on Fournier. Into the Seal zone, leaves it for Brody Young. Young gives it back. Here's Craig looking to kill as much time as possible, doing a fantastic job here as he sends it all the way back for his teammate Brody Young. 44 seconds left in this power play, 1:12 to go in the game. As the Blues are just content to hold on to the puck and kill as much time as possible. And now Craig fires it down the ice to Boots. The Blues killed about 40 seconds there in total. Comes back to Klutze, final minute of play here. We may see him go to the bench soon.
This is huge right now for the Blues.
Here comes Simon Fournier. Fournier into the blue zone, cuts into the high slot, takes the shot. Penman makes the save and hangs on with 48.5 to go. And Zachary Cloutier is headed to the bench.
4 words for you, Jared. Nathan Penman legacy game. Right now, Nathan Penman is doing everything he can to keep his team in this one. We said that he's going to need to come up big right now for his defense. Keegan Young's in the box, anxious to get out. 17 minutes left on the power play for the Seals. 48 seconds left in the game. We're being treated to a show right now.
It's going to be 6-on-4 here for the Seals for 17 seconds. Off the draw, Manoli's able to keep the puck close, but it comes back to the Seals. Here's Fournier. Fournier for Turturianu. Or excuse me, that's Uzunadam who sent it across. Turturianu missed the one-timer. Power play about to expire. Turturianu out for Uzunadam. He had an open net, and Keegan Young is out of the box. The pass up ahead. Young, he's got an empty net, but he was offside on the play. The goal will not count. The faceoff will come outside. It stays 3-2 with 25 seconds to go.
Wow. It didn't really look... I didn't think he was offside there. That would have been huge for the Blues. You saw how ready Keegan Young was after he got out of the box, and great recognition by his teammate. But honestly, though, Mathis Uzanadam fanned on that last shot. He had a wide open net on Nathan Penman. That was a surefire goal there. Unfortunate miscue for him. And here are the Blues now.
Craig going for the empty net. Cloutier was going back to the bench. He'll have to stop that one, so no icing. Final 12 seconds as here's Keegan Young. Going to try and kill the rest of the clock. Young in the corner. It looks like he just might. 5 seconds to go, and the Blues are going to force a decisive third game in this best-of-3 first-round series. 3-2 victory over the Seals.
Wow. 3-2 for the Blues. What a game. And I think that the tiebreaker is going to take place right now.
I believe so, yes.
If I'm not mistaken. So we're going to stay live with you now at the Pierrefonds Sports Complex. And congratulations to the Blues here extending this series. But it's not over. As Kobe Bryant said, Laker legend, job is not finished. So they're going to have to win this 5-minute mini game right now. And what do you think is going to happen here, Jared? I mean, both teams are really good, but the Blues sort of have the momentum here. And now the Seals' backs are against the wall. Nothing to lose now for the Blues after being down 1-0.
Yeah, and we actually saw the Seals might be making a goalie change for this final game, as we saw Ethan Sensenig briefly come into the goal. But this is going to be, I believe, a 5-minute game of 3-on-3 action. Not sudden death, but if it is still tied, then we will have 5-minute sudden death overtime as the officials are waving off the Zamboni that was ready to come on the ice. But we are not ready yet, as the Blues and Seals best-of-3 first-round series will head to a decisive third game. It is going to be Ethan Sensenig coming in for the Seals, and obviously if you're the Blues, you got to stick with Nathan Penman here.
Oh, of course. Nathan Penman has been great. Not to discredit Jerry Scoyles at all, another tremendous goalie. Nathan Penman, though, I would say really won the Blues that game. The Blues did score 3 goals. 2 were by Kamari Craig and another one there by Keegan Young, who was happy to get a goal in the playoffs. But Nathan Penman really had a great game, and he's the reason that they're here right now. And you see Ethan Sensenig in nets now for the Seals. He was the number 1 overall draft pick in this tournament. Confused to is why he wasn't starting in the first place, and that's no discredit to Cloutier, but when you draft a goalie number 1 overall, you'd assume you're going to play him most of the time, and that's what they're going to do right now in this winner-takes-all match.
Still waiting for both teams to sort this out. This has been a fantastic series to this point. We can only hope the rest of the playoffs are as entertaining as this. As the Blues, you can see, are really revved and ready to go for this game. Nathan Penman sitting calmly in his crease. Kind of a contrast there with Sensenig, who's really trying to get his head in the game here.
Yeah, Sensenig's not warmed up at all, right? So this is an interesting decision here. You're going to end or further your season with your number 1 overall pick, but Cloutier is already warmed up and Sensenig isn't. So we're going to see how Sensenig reacts and performs right now. And I think the biggest thing here for the Blues is Keegan Young going to keep his emotions in check throughout these 5 minutes, because they can't afford to take a penalty here, and he can't especially take the penalty. If it's going to be anybody on the Blues, you want your captain to stay in the game. Great player, great leader. Sometimes we've seen him get a little bit emotional here and there and let his emotions get the best of him. We want to see him stay in this game. He's getting ready now to send his team to the next round with the help of his supporting cast full of great players. Nathan Penman doing a little meditation there, stretching out a little bit.
A reminder that the loser of this game is not necessarily eliminated. The winner of this game will get automatic qualification for the second round of the playoffs here. However, of the 2 losers in each conference, there will be a wild card entry into the second round based off who has the better record in these playoffs or the better goal differential. And the Seals, already having won a game in these playoffs, should make them a good candidate. Or actually, either of these teams, we should say, having already won a game in these playoffs, would make them a good candidate for that wild card team if they should lose this game.
So like you said, Jared, it's not win or go home now in the tournament, but if you're one of these 2 teams, you don't want to be in the position to win or go home in a wild card game. You want to win now and secure your spot in the second round. So tensions are high right now. We see a bunch of players from other teams in the tournament, specifically the Bruins are right here next to me, and the Canadians are by the boards watching this game, supporting their peers right now. And
worth noting also that the wild card team will have to go up against the mighty Blackhawks in the second round. So this third game is also to kind of avoid that and put off having to face the Blackhawks even later. As it appears we're actually going 4-on-4 here. Or no, it is going to be 5-on-5, excuse me. So
5-on-5.
Just be the overtime period. That's 3-on-3 if necessary. And here we go, a 5-minute game to determine who moves on to the second round.
Let's do it.
And here's Vlad Turturianu for the Seals. Left it there. Taken back. Here comes Kamari Craig. 2 power play goals in the second game for him. Shoots! That one goes off of Sensenig and up and out of play.
And we all know Kamari Craig is hunting for that hat trick, as many of the players in this tournament have been hunting for hat tricks. He'll stay on hat trick watch now. That one goes off the post. Ethan Sensenig happy that one didn't go in, as he hasn't even warmed up yet in this game, as we mentioned, but his teammates and coach trust him to perform. That's a blocker save there. Excuse me, Jared.
Another save by Ethan Sensenig. A shot from Kamari Craig there. You can tell he's hungry for another one here. 20 seconds gone in this 5-minute third and final game of this series, as Keegan Young will face off against Vlad Turturianu for the draw. And Young won it back to Craig. Brody Young takes it, tipped in front by Keegan Young, and Sensenig hasn't been on the ice for long, but he's left an impact already. And now here comes Matsisa Zunadam. Poke check there, and the Seals will look to start back. Turturianu overskates the puck. And the Seals will take it back, or excuse me, the Blues. Here's Alex Leduc. Leduc into the Seals zone, trying to cut inside. Can't quite do it. And now here comes Joey Rowe. Rowe, angled out by Brody Young, and he'll start back in his own zone. Across for Simon Fournier. Fournier skating through a couple of Blues. He's picking up speed. Here comes Simon Fournier. Shoots! Stopped by Penman once again. And it stays 0-0. Almost 1 minute gone here in this third game.
Wow. This is some crazy stuff going on here. The Seals are hungry right now, and we really have no idea what's going to happen. Both teams, when they get the puck on their stick, have a great chance of scoring. So it's really whoever could score first in this extra period will have the best chance of winning this game, because both defenses have done a great job at holding each other up right now.
Not a lot of margin for error in this third game as the Seals get the puck off the draw. And stop there. Here comes Nathan Huppé. Huppé stopped by Villeneuve at center. Gets it out for Taturianu. This could be a break for the Seals. He's got Uzuna down with him. Taturianu put it over the net. Big chance for the Seals. And now a shot. That one comes in off Huppé, and Penman makes the stop. And now here's Keegan Young starting back for the Blues. Young working his way into the Seals zone. Around Villeneuve, he's trying to cut right to the net. Out in front, Manoli was there. Couldn't put home the rebound. No call from the officials. There was lots of contact. But here comes Fournier. Out to Uzunagam. Natsis Uzunagam. Around Michrelak into the corner. Centers it out in front, looking for Rowe. Comes back. Fournier in the high slot. He's got some space. Turns now, shoots. Stopped by Penman again. Uzunagam. Back for Villeneuve. Villeneuve for Perello. Perello shoots from a sharp angle. Penman makes another save. Manoli there to chip it out. And now here's Simon Fournier for the Seals. 3 minutes to go in this third and final game. Fournier lost it at the line, but they did not stay onside. There will be an offside call here with 2:50 to go.
Yeah, so the Blues here had a very good opportunity there as Keegan Young was hit, and he's holding his shoulder again. He seemed to have injured his shoulder earlier in this tournament, and every time he ends up getting up from a fall, he motions to that shoulder, indicating it's in pain. And the Blues here feel the pressure now from the Seals.
Here's Manoli for the Blues. Out to Craig. Craig boxed out by Fertilla. Back for Fournier. He found on the pass. Manoli trying to come back in, or excuse me, that was Chappelle. Here's Manoli for the Blues. Sent down now, and out comes Fertilla. Bumped up along the boards for Nathan Huppé. Huppé able to skate past Fertilla there, and he's working his way into the Seals zone. Huppé, a long shot blocked by Chappelle. He gets it back though. Out in front, there's Charana, all alone at the side of the net. On the boards now, a battle going on for it. Charana digs it out, right in the slot. Nice passing play by the Blues, but they couldn't get the final one there. Here's Perello. Out for Turturianu. Bothered there by Craig. Turturianu tripped up. No call from the official. It looked like a clear trip, but we play on. Here's Kamari Craig for the Blues. Potential 3-on-1 here. Craig cuts to the middle. He's tripped up, and still no call. Out in front, a shot stopped by Sensening, and he hangs on. 2 clear trips. One against the Seals, one against the Blues. We are going to have a penalty here. 1:43 to go in this third game. It stays 0-0, but it's going to be Vincenzo Perello heading to the box for the Seals. Massive opportunity here for the Blues.
Yeah, and you got to call that if you're the referee. We're glad they did there, as Craig, the players are animated up here right now. Perello gets sent to the sin bin for the trip, and Craig was looking for the hat trick there, gets tripped up, and good on the refs for making that call. We're going to line up in the Seals zone, and tensions are high right now as a lot of things were going on in that play. The Blues have 6 men on the ice right now, including their goalie.
Looks like the Blues actually called a timeout here, so they know the impact of this moment. They're going to have a power play with 1:43 to play in this tied third game. Series tied 1-1. This is the ultimate deciding game for who will move on to round 2 of the playoffs.
Yeah, you got a man advantage here for the rest of this game. Although it is 0-0, so if no goal is scored on this power play, then it's going to go to overtime, and then it's sudden death. So if you're the Blues, you really need to take advantage right now. Get it into the hands of maybe Brody Young, who has a really, really nice wrist shot. Maybe if he could get it on net, Craig or his brother Keegan can maybe tap it in. We want to see the playmakers for the Blues on the ice right now. We're going to see who they put on for the power play. It's going to be the Young brothers, Craig, joined by Nathan Huppe and Raphael Manoli. So that's what we thought would be the lineup right now.
All the big boys for the Blues.
All the big boys, and then Manoli, Magnoli with a David Desharnais role for this team. He's able to get into the middle of the ice and just put the puck on net. Manoli, very underrated player on this team, will take the face-off.
Manoli against goal, and Manoli wins it. Here's Huppe for the Blues. Huppe sends it down for Manoli. Back to the point for Huppe. Moving slowly, takes the shot. Got through traffic, but missed the net. And now Kamari Craig, 2 power play goals in game 2. His shot goes off the stick of Uzunadam and up out of play.
Great defensive play there by Matisse Uzunadam, known for his offense. Does not want to let this goal up to the Blues, so he has his priorities in check right now. Defense first, offense second. If they can make a break, then he'll be the first one there. But right now, it's all about containing this Blues team.
Keegan Young stops the clearing attempt, and he's got the puck now. Sends it back for Craig. He takes the shot, stopped by Sensening. I don't know how he saw that one, but he's able to keep it out. And now here comes Fournier for the Seals. Fournier for Uzunadam. Into the blue zone. Steps around Nathan Huppe. Down behind the net. Uzunadam comes to the left side. Stops once again. Into the middle, looking for Rowe. Missed the one-timer. Final minute of this third game. The Blues on the power play. The puck comes around for Uzunadam. Chips it over Kamari Craig. Uzunadam in the corner. Looking for an option. Uzunadam in the corner now. And the puck goes off the stick of Brody Young and out of play. 38.9 seconds to go.
And Uzunadam doing literally anything he could there to make a play. You know, if the Seals are going to score, Uzunadam's going to have something to do with it, whether it's the setup or to be the one to put the puck in the net. He's been a star throughout this tournament. It would be a real shame to see his team get sent to the wild card here. But the Blues look hungry, and they have a minute left on this power play.
Brody Young in a chase for it against Fournier. Fournier will get there first. Fantastic defensive awareness and sends it down the ice. Turned away from Brody Young. What a star the Seals have in Simon Fournier. 23 seconds to go in regulation. Here's Kamari Craig for the Blues. Craig shoots. Blocked there by Villeneuve. He's in a bit of pain, but he looks to be okay. Comes around now for Keegan Young. Young at the board, shoots! Villeneuve, another block here with 10 seconds to go. Brody Young puts it on net. That one goes just wide, and it'll come out of the zone. Huppe going after it. 2 seconds left, and we're going to head to overtime in Game 3 of this first-round series.
Wow. A 5-minute game to decide who wins the series, and that wasn't enough for the Seals and the Blues. We're going to go to OT, so it's going to be sudden death right now. Both teams made their case to be sent to the second round of the playoffs in this extra frame that we had. The fans here are very animated in the arena, in Arena 3, and we have the Bruins, the Rangers, the Canadians all watching this game right now, rooting for their friends. You got to love what you're seeing right now.
Yes, you do. The Blues will have 16 seconds on the power play, so I believe we'll play 4-on-3 for a little bit here. If overtime doesn't solve anything, then we'll head to a shootout to decide who will head to the second round.
And on another note, for any basketball fans, the Raptors traded OG Anunoby and Precious Achiuwa for the Canadian RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, and a draft pick. So, huge trade in the NBA during this game. A lot of things are going on right now. Our main focus is here at the Pierrefonds International Sportsplex as these two teams battle it out to play in the second round. And you see some camaraderie here. Blues and Seals players embracing before this period. The mutual respect is awesome to see. It's going to be 3-on-3. Let's do this.
4-on-3 for 16 seconds. Keegan Young and Mihai Fratilla on the draw. Fratilla won it, but it's Kamari Craig going after it. Craig, Villeneuve doing a great job to stay with him. Villeneuve stopped there, but it comes back to Fratilla. He'll flip it out of the zone, and that's going to be it for the penalty. We'll play 4-on-4 until we get a whistle, and then it will go to 3-on-3. So here's Nathan Huppe behind his own net. Next goal wins and advances to the second round. Here's Huppe. Sends it out for Brody Young. Young dumps it in. It's Villeneuve going after it for the Seals. He's got a man breaking. Couldn't quite get it to him as Keegan Young stopped that pass attempt. Coupe across for Brody Young. Out in front. Keegan Young was right there to pot it home, and he couldn't handle the pass. Out to center now. Here's Fertilla for the Seals. But it's taken back by the Blues. Nathan Coupe. Out for Craig. A nice quick pass. Here's Brody Young. He's got his brother Keegan Young. A toe drag. And a great job once again. Simon Fournier gets in the way of that pass and sends it out of play.
And Brody had a really good opportunity there, either to pass it along across the crease to his brother or to take the shot himself. Unfortunately, just a bad release off the stick there. Shot it a little too high, maybe a lot too high above the net there to go out of bounds. And they're going to reset in the Seals zone. It's going to be 3-on-3
now. And here's Fournier for the Seals. He's got Torturianu and Rowe on the ice with him. And Fournier will come right around. Great job by Craig as he slides to break that up. And this is going to be an icing call here against the Blues. We've got Charana, Mishralak, and Kamari Craig on the ice for the Blues.
Teams are giving it their 110% right now as Emil Charana put in all he had there to chase down that puck and prevent the icing call, but didn't have enough gas left in the tank. They're going to reset now. You see Craig taking a knee, resting up as much as possible. 3-on-3, it's very energy consuming.
Seals win the draw. It's Fournier. He'll come back out of the blue zone to center. Fournier will stop and set up. Out for Uzunadam. Uzunadam picking up speed into the blue zone. Here he comes, splits the D, right in on goal, but he didn't have the angle and Penman shut him down. And here's Simon Fournier back at center. Fournier watched there by Charana. He got around him. 3-on-2 maybe for the Seals. As here's Fournier. Cuts to the middle. Lost the handle on the puck, but gets it back. And the Blues take it back. Here's Kamari Craig. Blues can have a 2-on-1 if they're fast enough. Here's Craig. He's got Charana with him. Craig across Charana. He's in alone. But he lost the handle. And the shot goes wide of Sensenig. Fournier. Up ahead for Uzunadam. Gets around Charana. He's only got Craig behind him. And poke check by Craig. What a play. And he tries to flip it out of the zone, but it goes out of play off the stick of Joey Rowe.
And the puck's going to go up here into the stands, thrown in back onto the rink by one of the parents here. And wow, quite a game. 2 minutes and 48 seconds left in overtime. Excuse me, my voice is getting a little tired now from calling this one with you, Jared. I can't imagine how you feel doing the play-by-play. What a treat now as we set up in the blue zone, 3-on-3.
To the left of Nathan Penman, massive in game 2. Made some big saves in the short third game as well. As here's Nathan Hupé for the Blues. Back around for Keegan Young. He's got his brother Brody on the ice with him and gets it to him. Brody Young watched by Uzunadam. Nice flip off the boards to Hupé. Stop there, but he gets it back. Into the seal zone, leaves it for Keegan. Keegan Young, poke check by Torturianu. And he's going after it, sends it up for Uzunadam. Brody Young back for the Blues. Uzunadam across for Torturianu. The pass was a bit too far. Torturianu working his way into the slot. Shot stopped by Penman. The rebound. And Penman gets across to Rob Uzunadam as well. Seals maintain control. Here's Torturianu in the corner. Out in front, Uzunadam. Couldn't get a good shot off. Here's Chappelle. Back to Uzunadam. Takes the shot. That one was blocked by Hupé and hurt him. And can barely move now as here's Chappelle. Down for Torturianu. Torturianu watching. Lost the puck there to Brody Young, and it's chipped out of the zone. 1:47 to go in overtime.
And Keegan Young was playing there on defense with no stick.
Incredible action here as we're going to have a penalty coming up. That's going to be on Uzunadam of the Seals. Massive call here, and the Blues are going to get another power play here in overtime.
Yeah, losing your best player, 1 minute and 40 seconds left in overtime is extremely, extremely tough for the Seals here. It's going to be 3-on-2 right now, or they're going to do a 4-on-3. Exactly. That sounded weird coming out of my mouth. 3-on-2 there. I've never seen that before. So it's going to be 4-on-3 here. 2 minutes left. Uzunadam is going to have to watch this one from the penalty box.
The Blues will run out the rest of overtime on the power play as Craig sends it across for Brody Young. Young back for Craig, a one-timer, and that one just missed. You know, Craig is a massive offensive threat on the power play. He had 2 power play goals in game 2 just a few moments earlier. And he's got the puck now, comes into the Seal zone. Stops, looks out in front for Keegan Young. got behind the D, but couldn't handle the pass. Now here's his brother Brody. Brody Young takes the shot. That one goes off Fournier and wide. And back for Kamari Craig. Craig shoots. Stopped by Sensenig with the blocker. A minute to go in overtime here. Brody Young trying to keep it in the zone. Can't do it, as here's Simon Fournier for the Seals. Up against 3 Blues. Fournier trying to get around Brody Young, and he was there to close him off. The pass there taken by Elie Villeneuve. Villeneuve got around Leduc. He'll take the shot, and Penman makes that stop and takes it down for Brody Young. The Blues could have a break here, but 2 Seals come back. Still a 3-on-2. Keegan Young, right in, gonna come right to the net. Shot, and the stop by Sensenig. He knocked the puck in after. They're gonna wave it off, as Sensenig did have control of the puck. Massive save for him.
We just talk about Ethan Sensenig coming in to Game 3 here after not playing in Game 2, not warmed up whatsoever, and hasn't let in a goal there. Keegan Young is going to want that one back. He thinks it went in, as do his teammates there. But Ethan Sensenig, just a tremendous job here in Game 3 and in overtime. Unreal play from the number 1 overall draft pick.
30 seconds left in overtime. Seals lose the puck. Charana gets it back to Craig. Craig across for Brody Young. He's got some space. Walks in and shoots. That one's blocked by Villeneuve. He's blocked a lot of shots in this one. You can tell he's in pain. But it comes out of the zone. 15 seconds to go in overtime. Here's Kamari Craig for the Blues. Maybe one last rush. Works his way to the middle. Craig in. Another move, and he falls down and slides into the net, which comes off. 5.3 seconds to go in overtime, and the face-off will come outside.
I think that was a smart move to slide into the net by Craig. I think he did that on purpose, and that's to stop the play, because that gives the Blues a chance for a face-off here. If he didn't slide into the net there, then I think the clock would have ran out. Very smart move there by Craig. This gives his team the opportunity to win the face-off and maybe put a goal on net closer to the Seals zone.
5.3 seconds to go. Off the draw, here's Turturianu. 3 seconds left. A quick break if he can get the shot off. She scores! Vlad Turturianu beats the buzzer and plays hero for the Seals. They're off to round 2 of NHL Kids.
Wow. I said that was a smart move by Craig there, and then Vlad Turturianu makes me eat my words there. He takes it off the face-off completely by himself. Nathan Penman had no chance there. He had no idea where Turturianu was going to put that puck. Shoots it on the right side to send his team to the second round. Vlad Turturianu is clutch of play as you'll ever see. With 0.1 seconds left on the clock, he sends his team to the second round. You can't help but respect that if you're the Blues, as you see their captain Keegan Young congratulating the Seals, and you see the rest of the Blues here lining up for the handshake. What an ending to a great series.
Fantastic series here between the Blues and the Seals. That game was about as long as it could be, down to the 10th of a second without going to a shootout. The Seals will move on to round 2, and the Blackhawks, awaiting the result of the Flyers-Penguins series, the Blues, we'll see if they can perhaps make a wild card entry into round 2. Unbelievable series as the Seals win it 1-0 in overtime, take the series 2-1, and that's going to be it for us here. I'm Jared Lackman-Minkoff alongside Blake Saraga. Thank you for tuning in with us to this wild series, and we'll see